Okay, people, bless. Don't want to take up too much of anyone's time. I know I can wrap it. But listen, I want to speak to you about Grenfell Towers, the incident, and what's happening. If we wish to receive justice, it is down to you and I. Because we can't trust the media or the police to give you the rightful information or even to tell you the truth. Proof of the pudding? Well, we got the Hillsborough disaster. They didn't tell you the truth there. They told you people were dead. When we find out on the video, we see them alive. They were to die later on. Why? Because no one was there to assist them. We was told that the fans caused the problem and that we were even told that they were pissing on people as they were dying. None of that was true. It's just that they manipulated the situation to make people hate on the other so that they can get away with blue murder. Let's move on. Even before that, we had the New Cross fire. And the New Cross fire, we believed it to be a racist situation. That turned out to be untrue. But yet, you know, the way that it was policed, the way the police dealt with the incidents, it took them so long to come down. There was no real full investigation being done that whoever did it was permitted to get away. We can come to more recent times. I think it's about 9 years ago, because I don't recall what year it was, but some of you might remember the supposed shooting of a terrorist in Stockwell Tube Station, a man by the name of Charles de Mendes. And Charles de Mendes was an innocent person on his way to work. Sadly, he never made it. Because according to the police report, this man rushed into the station, jumped the barriers, and run down the escalators and boarded a train. He was also wearing a big puffer jacket. Turns out he was wearing a lightly cladded denim jacket. He walked into the station. He calmly picked up one of the free newspapers and he walked over to the turnstiles, and either it was a ticket or, an oyster. He legally entered the premises, which allowed him to use the facilities. He coolly made his way down the escalator to board the train, only moments later to be shot by police and a world of lies be told about him. Later on to find out he was innocent, then to find, as I say, to find out the video footage to prove different. Then we have the case of Mark Duggan, and y'all might remember the Tottenham riots, which was put up as a black thing, but when we look at the riots, you had, it was like a world war, because you had every nation looting and doing everything, not just black people, but it's publicized as a black thing. Then the report about what happened with Mark Duggan, we heard that there was gunfire, an exchange of gunfire, and in the melee, one guy was shot and also a police officer. So then we find out the police officer was shot via one of the officers himself. Now, I'm sure in their training, they do not show, or they train not to get in a crossfire situation so that one can shoot the other. None will be in the clear line of each other's shot. But in this case, Mark Duggan was shot. To me, my personal opinion is Mark Duggan was on the ground at this point when he was shot. And the bullet ricocheted from the ground, bounced and lodged itself in the police officer's radio. It's the only way I can see that happening, unless the other officer took a pot shot with him in the line of fire. Doesn't make sense. But there's several things in regards to Mark Duggan that doesn't make sense according to the police report. So we cannot trust them. You cannot trust the media to tell you the truth. Now, with Grenfell Towers, anybody that knows those flats knows, boy, there's possibly 1,000 more people in that building. I do not know the exact number it holds. And at the time that this fire took place, several people are asleep, that not everybody's going to make it. Now, there's footage of a woman, I believe she's on the 20th or the 23rd floor, and there, this woman, nobody knows of her whereabouts right now. She's presumed missing. Not presumed dead. She's presumed missing. She's on the 23rd floor. Surely if she survives, she'll be somewhere saying, I'm alive. But surely she wasn't the only person. Surely, I would say there's more than 12 people on that floor alone. So how could people in the United States be telling me the reports they're having is that 12 people are dead? This cannot be true. Now, I've heard over here that they said, again, it was reported that they don't believe it will be, the death toll will be up into the 3-figure number. Now, it's either they're setting us up for a lie, or they're just blatantly not going to tell you the truth. As far as I'm concerned, more than 1,000 people live in that building. Women, families, you know what I mean? And some people have more than one children. Let's get real. So the bottom line is, I believe more than, there's possibly 200, you know, anything from 100 to 150 to 200, even more, that could be that could have passed away in this fire. We are never going to get to know the truth. So the only way to get to the truth is for Great Britain to use the greatness, because what puts the great in Great Britain? Well, it's not our politicians, it's not the police, it's none of those things. Those things can't be trusted. What puts the great in Great Britain is you and I. Because when tragedies like this does happen, or do happen, we can get together. We do get together. This incident just proves that. You know what I mean? We do this as one. And we need to stand up as one and get information out there. Circulate information. Use this social media in its right way for once. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to tell you on the news. So you need to make it. Be constructive. Be real. Bless up.